But daisy. Didn't mean for that to happen. You bloody idiot. Right. Get the wheel under the car so we don't knacker ourselves in case out falls. Right, slide all this on here because this is pretty much what we need. So get all of that. Alright, so first things first, caliper carrier brackets. Get the caliper off. A few little caps in here. There's 2 caps in there. And 2 caps which are in there. Has that one got a cap? Nope. Loosey lefty. Get this caliper off. Now I could just drop the hub, but I find it easier to just do everything properly. So let me just get that cracked off there like so and pull that out. Because we're on a time schedule here today, kids. So bottom one cracked off, nice. Pull that out, get that off there, put that on there, and then zap her out. So that'll take my caliper off like so. One pin out, lovely. Down there. 2 pins out is there. And that's the caliper. Come off. That's the caliper. Come on, you little budgie. Come on. There she is. Right. Let's supporting pin off. These twang these things, so watch out for them. These things have... There we go. Pull that out. Pull it out this side. Come out. A little bit of force. She's out. Sit with the pins. I need a small 10mm to loosen that nut off. Just try it. Crack that off there. And all I'm doing is to get this out of the way. So I'll just move that down until you can get your fingers in there, get the little bolt out. Like so. There's the little bolt out of there, popping down there. That comes off. Take this thing off here, which is the sensor. I need a screwdriver. So it is a beautiful day today, and we're just getting the other side done. So I just thought I'd show you guys. I had to get the grinder out, and I had to chop out 2 of the bolts, as you can see, one there and one there. So got the old suspension leg out. What I think the best thing to do is take your drive shaft out, take your drop link off, take your tractor end out, take your caliper out the way. And then what I think best to do is get a jack underneath, jack up your bottom arm, and then get your nuts out from the top. That's what I think the best way to do it is. Your full hub and suspension will come out as one assembly. You knock the hub off your old suspension, you put it back as an assembly. Now these are only loose at the minute. I've got the jack underneath. I'll put a new ball joint on there because that's snapped. As you can see there, that's snapped when I was doing that. Okay, so all I'm now doing is grabbing these washers, these nuts, and then I've just jacked up, as I said, jacked up the full leg, got it in position. Obviously if you're working on your own, you'll need some support. If you've got another pair of hands, you don't need to jack it up. Look how nice them go in. And what I'll do is I'll zap them up with the impact, and then I'll tighten them up. The back's a little bit tight, but we don't mind that. Right, so I think it's a 13. Let's get me quicker to just razzle and get them to somewhat tight, and then just torque them up to spec. Like so. Take that off. Take that off. That's a 13. I think it's a 13 on that one. Go with that one. It's a little bit bigger, but it's a bit more. And we'll just get them nice and tight. That should do it. Little bang of something on there just to take it off. Where's my bloody hammer? Sockets always get stuck. Nearly lost that. That's lucky. Pop him on there. Next one tightened up. What I'll do is just raise the jack a little bit. Again. And then what I'll do is I just tighten them up last when I've got the car back down. So get them to the tight enough, and then once the car's back down, it's under its weight, I just finish off tightening them up. Like so. Yes, lad. That's them two off. So strut tops in, and then what we need to now do is get drive shaft back in. So again, what's happened to this guard, I might just cut this guard off. Just drop that down. Move that out of the way. So now we should be able to pull this bottom arm out. Drive shaft just simply slots back in there, and you find the right, and you find it not quite in yet. Just knock that out a minute. Just make sure that lock it in with the nuts. Let it pull it in maybe with the nut. We should just pull him on me. Let's get the socket. So we now have we are in. We'll check that in a minute. Right, bottom bolts. So bottom ball joint bolts in. And then next one is on here. Right, so daisy, one's on. So if anyone wants to send me out a torque wrench, because mine's broke, that would be lovely, because mine's Bradley best. Right, they're all tight, and the last one, all tight. They're torqued up to specs. Watch this, guys, watch. There you go, torqued up, lads, torqued up to spec. Right, might as well get that put in now as well. Drop our end in there, mightn't we? Get our clip back on. Right, let's have a little look-ski at this then. Drive shaft's in and tight, bottom bolts are in tight. This one is not tight. Just reminding myself, this one is not, I repeat, not tight. Drop link. Could have done drop link there, couldn't you? You bloody idiot. Let's get your drop link in now. Drop link in. Where is the bolt? What's his drop link? Is that it? Looks good. Does it fit though? Yep, absolutely does. Right, what number's that one? That's the same one. we can zap her up. No, we can't. She won't fit. Half the time, you're messing around with your tools because things don't bloody fit. Pretty sure drop link's a 19. Is it a 19? Yeah. It's far too small. Right. So I can get my electrical connection back on. I need to put my drop link. Ah, that was my drop link one. That one. Get off, you little rascal. That was my drop link one. Oh, that boot split already. Oh, that'll need changing. Is that a 17 or what? No. Big. I still didn't get me bolt, did I? No. I didn't get me bolt. There you go. Right. I still need me bolt for the end. It's not that one because that's pagged. That one's pagged, watch. No, it's not you. It's only you bits there. It's not you, min. Not what that guy says. Right. I need that bit. Right. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me a 19, that one. Give me a 19. Ah, what's that one? That's it. That's the one. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Now I feel let go. Lost my bit again. Where is it? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Right, that's not in yet. But it nearly is. So I'm spinning around and fuck off. Right. That's nearly in. That's nearly in. That is in, but all those popped. The boot's knackered, so we'll need to change that. Disc can probably go on. Can it? Here it goes again, my brother. Right, so let's go and take her for a spin. Let me tell you exactly how good or how nice it feels. Test the brakes. Beautiful. Test the brakes. New suspension, I always just test the brakes. Make sure there's no knocking her out. Nice and easy. Steady does her. So they feel stiffer. By stiffer, on the stance ones, I think maybe they were a little bit too low. These feel like they're... Let me go over some bumps and have a little look. Yeah, you don't feel it as much. So actually I think these are probably the halfway house between standard suspension and then suspension that you don't want to go too low on, if that makes sense. Almost a meet in the middle. Now I want this to be used as a daily. I still want to be able to put some load inside it. I still want it to be practical, but I still want it to look a bit sporty. She sounds good as well. We'll go for a little trot, little mooch. Now, a big shout out and a big thanks to Maxpeedingrods for sending these out, because I've seen and heard and had some inboxes on Instagram and the like saying that they've had problems with them, and I said, look, let me try them out, I'll test them. And you know, they said that theirs were broke after 2 months, yada yada, which is fine. You know, some products have a problem, some don't. But I'll test these for 2 months. I'll do a review, let you guys know how I feel, how I think. But so far, I'm really happy. And you know what? I think I'm starting to become ready to come to these Caddy meets. I feel like the Caddy's nearly there. In terms of what I need, why have I still got some gloves on? I believe the gloves on. In terms of what I need, hang on, let me just move lane. I need, always test your brakes. I get a little bit too excited when I do my maintenance. Let's give it a little bit of power. You ready? That 2 litre turbo is insane. So, what I need to get next, I've got another mod coming for the Caddy. I say they're cheap mods, but they're not cheap, they're quite expensive. But I think for me, as I've always said plenty of times so far, if you want some Maxpeedingrods, Coilovers, anything, head over to their website. The code is John10 and get yourself 10% with a discount off their products. They've got loads of things, turbochargers, coilovers, you name it, Maxpeedingrods supply it. Now the only thing, and someone mentioned this in the comment on my last video, is you might want to put some smaller drop links in, and I'll put a video in a minute of how we're currently sitting.
but I think they're probably right. I think I need some just ever so slightly shorter drop links just to make that little bit lower. But remember, it's also got to be practical. In case we break down, we've got to be able to get on a truck. And I've heard the horror stories of people getting recovered and then them wiping the front end of their bumper out. So I think what we'll do is, in terms of what I need next, part of the Maxpeedingrods kit, the coilover kit, you get some lowering shocks for the rears and you get your coilovers for the front. Now I've already got some lowering springs on the back, sorry, and you get a leaf spring flip kit as well. So I've got the leaf spring kit on already, so I'm just going to change the shocks over and have the shocks on the back. And I've got front coilovers, rear shocks, and then I've got a flip kit. So if anybody wants a flip kit for their VW Caddy, give me a shout, share the love, and put it on your V-dub. Not a problem. She's nippy, this. That's a 2 litre GTD turbo inside this car. She's fast. Of course, she's only 30 mile per hour. We're on a 30 road. So, what's coming to the channel next? I suppose you're probably thinking, what do I need to do next? Get these rear shocks done by Maxpeedingrods. Absolutely need to get them done. I need a rear bulkhead divider thing behind me because let's be honest, I don't want to see it in the back. I want it to be a bit of a van in the back, so I need to get that. I've got another video coming which will show another mod or upgrade for the inside of the van, and then I need some rear discs. I think the rear discs on this are, you know, pretty much there. They probably need replacing, so I need some rear discs and pads. So yeah, plenty more to come on this Caddy, but the inside's looking a lot better. I need new steering wheel. This has got loads of bits out of it that I just don't really like. And then I've got some welding to do as well. Now you might be thinking, John, where does it need welding? So the floor panel in the back needs some welding because the people who had it before must have had seats in, or they've tried to take something out and they've just cut it with a grinder straight out. So the floor needs welding in the back. So I've got all my welding gear, and that's going to be a video that's coming up on the channel very shortly, is MIG welding. And let me tell you, I've never done MIG welding in my life. And if you're wondering how the Caddy's looking now, that's how low it is on the Maxpeedingrod coilovers. Probably get 3 fingers, 2 solid under the wheel arches, so maybe we do need to get a smaller drop link. But yeah, look, we're now ready to get some paint on it, but I want to try and keep the same pattern, if not black. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you'll agree, once you get a good clean and we get that paint sorted out, she'll look amazing. So if anybody can paint or wants to help paint this Caddy, give me a shout, because that is my weakness. I'd love to learn it. So I think it's clear to see that the Maxpeedingrods coilovers, front coilovers, are absolutely fantastic. Now, I wouldn't say that if a product wasn't good. If I wasn't happy with a product, I wouldn't put it on the channel, and I would definitely send it back if I definitely wasn't pleased with the product. And I would obviously send it back if I wasn't happy. So take it from me, I think the Maxpeedingrods coilovers are really good. We'll test them out for a couple of months' time. We'll see how we get on, but at the minute they're looking really, really nice. Now, fitting wise, they're easy to fit. The pain in the backside is the bolts from your previous shocks. They are going to just spin and spin and spin, and they'll be a nightmare to get out. But take your time, get your grinder out, and just basically have a good grind at the bottom, top of them nuts. Have a good grind at the top of them nuts, and the things will come out. But look, again, big thanks and big shout out to Maxpeedingrods. And all I can say is, for me, if they were race worthy, they'd be really low. If they were standard shocks, they'd be really high, and these just sit perfectly in the middle. Now, somebody did comment saying you probably need some
smaller drop links to lower it down, and I probably agree. I think I do need some smaller drop links. So if you know of any smaller drop links, then let me know. Again, I don't want it to be too low. I want it to be practical, but practical and looking a little bit low. So guys, thanks for watching. We're going to end this video here. Please do me a massive favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It really does help out. Go and check out Maxpeedingrods, John10, 10% discount, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone. Just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own. Just wanna do me, just wanna doze. Just wanna live in the